series, I need to find a glass of water. And then, business is a go. I'm gonna wait for at least somebody to pop in here so they can ask me good questions. Then we'll have ourselves a deal. And after that, I'm just gonna watch something and or go to sleep. Because I am tired and I need to be awake tomorrow because I need to pay attention in that pre-calculus class. Or else I will fail and Dad will evict me. Just do this first. There we go. That's what I want. All right. Let's see what's going on. Oh, hello, one single anonymous viewer. Speak up if you feel is appropriate, or stay silent. That works. Or leave the stream. That works too. No matter what, I'm gonna also. I've streamed here before. I think we need a change in scenery. Good evening. How is your evening? It's kind of a middle of the road evening. Could be better. Could be worse. You know, this is my first day of in-person college, which took forever, but you know, it finally happened, and now that it's happening, I feel very aloof about it. Is that the correct word to describe it? Yeah, I'm aloof. Because it'll take time for the benefits and possibly drawbacks to sink in. But right now, the main effect is that I'm tired and also just annoyed at everything for some reasons. But that's how it goes. Can I expect for an explanation for all these behaviors and things to pop up? Absolutely not. So that's how it is sometimes. All I know is that one thing I can continue to do is to keep eating, keep swallowing, and keep drinking. How have you been recently, by the way, Mr. Creepy? It's been a long, long time since you kept me company on the internet. Even longer since you kept me company in real life. I have been good. The most boring answer yeah, lots of college work. Yeah, how about that? I'm only taking, like, what, 3 classes? One of them's a jazz ensemble thing, so it's basically nothing. In fact, I've been in it, one class, and it's pretty much just a middle school. It's just middle school all over again. They were playing C-Jam Blues at, like, 2 BPM. It was one of the worst things I ever heard. There was, like, a 50-year-old guy playing the trumpet, and he went, yeah, I play trumpet, God's instrument, and then he proceeded to just fuck up C-Jam Blues. Probably the most embarrassing thing I ever saw in my entire life. And I don't normally hate on other jazz musicians, but that one guy, that guy was goofy as fuck. That piece is way too big. But here. How does jazz class compare to actually doing gigs? The thing is that when I was doing gigs when Jazz Inc. was kind of in its glory era, I'd say it was significantly better because I had more of a say. We played more exciting tunes. I was playing songs kind of somewhat on my own liberties. I mean, I'm in a class now. I mean, the Panama Jam sessions are such a weird musical amalgam. I mean, it's really hard to sum what those are because I play on 1 or 2 songs a week, and I do not choose what song it is. So it's very difficult to really talk about what that is because it's really a situation where I'm kind of musically treading water. I have no control over what gets called or anything like this. I have a little more control this time, and I have some time in advance to practice and maybe, I don't know, find a way to play the song on my own terms in this class, but I haven't even been nearly enough into it to really figure it out, because basically they were just measuring people's skill. There's like this 50-year-old woman, really gives me Cinderella's stepmother vibes, and her drumming is, well, anyways, that's okay. The Clippers are not making it to 6 wins. Well, the thing is that I need to get more updated with sports, but I do know for a fact that Super Bowl-wise, isn't the Bengals guaranteed to, I don't know, get to the finish line? By finish line, I don't mean winning the Super Bowl. I mean getting to the Super Bowl, which I think that just getting to the Super Bowl, I mean, that's just cool. That's cool for a team to do. Are there, Mr. Creepy, are there any football teams who... They gotta live. Oh, 'tis a shame. Well, you know, the thing is that they weren't my local team, and also I'm just not invested in football in general, so I feel like I should feel something, but I feel nothing. I'm heartless. But, here. Okay, I need to take another sip. There we go. If this falls, my kneecap is in the perfect position to get completely derailed off my knee and to fall on the ground or something like that. But, okay, there we go. There it is. Are there any teams You almost came to Pizza Port today. I wasn't at Pizza Port, and I had no chance of going over there today because I was busy in college. But for Thursday and Friday, if you come to Pizza Port, I'll give you a big hug. It'll be the first time in, like, what now, 5 to 6 years that we will have seen each other in person. Ever, actually. I'm just saying, since I got to know you, which feels like forever, but I know that it was only 4 or 5 years or something like that. Why are you always at Pizza Port, may I inquire? I work there now. I work as a busser. I'm the bottom of the Pizza Port totem pole. And basically what I do is I get paid $14 an hour plus 100% of table tips to move a bunch of shit from point A to point B, maybe verbally harass a couple customers here and there, duck whenever a beer glass is thrown my way, and annoy the shit out of my coworkers. That's my job. And I'd say, especially the last part, I do a pretty goddamn good job at it. Could I get free Pizza Port Buddy Sticks if I came in? I'll do you one better. I might even get you a whole free pizza. Depends on how busy it is. You might have to pay normally for it. But I'll try and do my best. Again, I'm just the busser, all right? I'm not the head chef. There is no head chef at Pizza Port. It's a fucking fast food restaurant. But given my position, I'll try to do the best I can. I was waking up in hot sweats last night. I've been sleeping all day after the class and a little bit of time at the gym. I guess I'm going to be up all night. I am so sorry. Maybe you could watch Hereditary while you're at it. A very good movie. Watch it, my friend. Maybe you can prank call McDonald's, do your Indian impression. Make a McDonald's worker want to kill herself. That'd be pretty good. Driving people to suicide's what you and I do best. I mean, technically, I do that type of stuff at Pizza Port, and I get paid for it, so I feel like I'm getting away with so much. I was going to watch Hereditary with this girl from my physics class, but it never came to be. Yeah, she would run away from you, because then she would associate you with that movie. Because I'll say this about Hereditary. It's a good movie, and it definitely is engaging and exciting, but it's one of those movies where, people came in expecting, I don't know, another Deliver Us from Evil, or maybe even an Exorcist if they got lucky, but they got a lot more than what they bargained for when it came to stuff that would disturb certain portions of an audience. And notoriously, in most theaters, about 1/3 of the theater would just walk out halfway through. Because just, that movie does not hold back on showing you the most fucked scenarios. I mean, given that information, I expected for it to be, r/not safe for life adjacent. But it ended up kind of being more of a, r/I blech, which is like r/not safe for life, but just a little toned down. Still pretty bad, though. But I hate how I'm unironically making Reddit references now. That's pathetic, but that's okay. I'm the man who I've become, and I'm proud of it. Sure, I might be sinking lower, but the lower I sink, the easier it is for me to think. Being a higher up gets to my head. I used to be a professional jazz musician and a consistently uploading, heavily edited style YouTuber. I'm neither of those things anymore. Morning, Imagiman? Morning, yeah. That was, okay, that went down smooth. Got scared, I thought that it would start misbehaving, but we're good now. This is the third to last piece, and I am making the pieces extra big because I am so extraordinarily tired. In the distant future, because this series is continuing indefinitely, I might, Mr. Chair, start doing the streams at different times, possibly in the morning. Caden's probably not going to be able to watch because that kid is a very, very deep, late sleeper, but hey, you'll be able to, more routinely put on the streams in the morning. It'll all become part of your morning routine again, just like the old days. So, jeez, that was like 2 years ago, wasn't it? It was over 2 years ago that we were doing those morning streams. Time flies when you're not having fun. Those were better days, honestly. Yeah, the thing is that, I'm glad you associate that phase of me with, and that type of content that I made with a more fruitful time in your life. Because for me, like, that 2021 was a really good year for me. I know a lot of people hated 2021. I don't know, it's like the year their mom and dad got divorced or something like that, because a lot of people just hated 2021. But so much good shit happened for me that year. And, but, you know, I've said this before. In fact, you've probably all heard this rant before, but in 2020, there was so much miserable shit happening, but I had no space or time to focus on it. So when 2021 came around, that could have been my misery year. But instead, it became one of the most positive years I'd had in a long time, because there's just so much good shit that happened all at once through pure luck. And I was distracted by the bad, then I was distracted by the good. But in 2022, nothing particularly good or bad happened. Obviously, I had slips and falls. There are banana peels in my way, but there wasn't a consistent stream of bullshit. I wasn't getting arrested, expelled, got festering acne all in one, in a short period of time. All that I mean, 2021 and 2020 were two pretty monumental, horrific years, and an absolute, monumental years in horrificness, and also in what's the opposite of horrificness? Excellence. How about that? It's just very, very, just the odds of all of those crazy things happening in that span of 2 years, and it being perfectly divided on how 1 year had all the bad shit and the other year had all the good shit. I just think that's just such a clean cut. It makes it so much easier for me to just sum up each year. But acne is a horrific plague. I had it bad in 2020. Me too, my friend. You and I, our souls are linked. I also think that the messier my life got, the messier my face got. So it's always just a perfect. It's always like just the absolute perfect metaphor. Did you see the trolling video I posted on YouTube? Yes. Of course you asked me about it. I gave it a peek. It's clips you've already shown me before. Yeah, you sure taught him a lesson. Your wacky voice totally. You can tell he's just going. Being a YouTuber of that side, I despise Vegan Gains. I think that the guy's like, he is the definition of pretending you're smarter than you really are. But the guy, he's still been around, and he has experience, and just every time your dumb hillbilly voice would come in, he would just go, "Here we go." I'm surprised the guy didn't mute you just right then and there. He actually heard you out for a couple. For context, by the way, this guy is a avid vegan who likes to butcher his own kind. He's a bad boy. So there's a YouTuber named Vegan Gains who I dislike with a passion, and basically what he does is I can tell Mr. RC is a pretty big fan of his content, but at the same time kind of trolls him. It's kind of like a weird faux stalking type deal, but regardless, he trolls the fuck out of this guy by doing a goofy hillbilly voice and talking about like sucking his, kale infused penis or something like that. And Vegan Gains rolls his eyes, goes, "Okay." Then he hears your penis jokes for like a good 20 seconds, then mutes you, which, I expected for you to get muted immediately, so you made it far past my expectations. No, you didn't? You didn't get muted? That's even better. Shit. I gotta, God forbid, rewatch that video. I want to see all the glorious lacks of mutings that you experienced. To be honest, I kind of skimmed the video, but yeah, for everybody who's interested, his name is Evan Liska. Look up his Instagram account. I believe he still has it on his story. If not, Evan, you know how to post a link in an Instagram description or a bio or whatever it's called. You can just paste it in there, because it seems to be your main crowning achievement on the internet when you go into your channel, so it's good. When you're not busy talking about bending my sister over the table, it is very, very good that you're, interacting with people on the internet, going on Discord, because Discord, it's named after the word discourse, right? Which means interaction and deliberation with other people. It's still there, right? Yeah, okay, it's good. So go over to his Instagram story. It's still there, and watch it if you so dare. That one was tough. Okay. These are the two pieces left. Discord can literally only be good for your character development and mental health. That is correct. Yep. Yeah. Now that I think about it, yeah. Imagine Man does have a point because, I mean, Discord really is the place where villain arcs, come to take place. This is a good trolling video. You see? Creator Creepy approves. See, that's what this stream is all about. I've been raving about this, and this is not me, all right? I'm the most negative motherfucker here. All you guys, you give positive reinforcement, I think. I mean, it's hard to tell sometimes, but I'm just gonna jump the gun and say that you did. God damn it. All right, I gotta do a quick refill, which is good because I can carry this around. Nothing is gonna top the last live stream. That was fantastic. That was gold, as they say, because my coworkers are still not gonna forgive me for that. But you know what? Despite all of the evil thoughts that are probably going on inside all their heads right now about me, I think it was worth it. I have been listening to a lot of new music. I gotta say, I'm still into the Sons of the Pioneers a lot. I think that their music is incredible. Hey, look up Cool Water. Cool Water by the Sons of the Pioneers. Cool Water, the album. It's a gold album cover, and it features a painting of a horse drinking from a puddle of water. And then, oh no, it's a horse standing around, and the cowboy is drinking from the water. And it just it's a lot of Western and country standards done really well, because you have these choirs of vocalists, this choir of vocalists, and then you have horn sections, string sections, tons of good stuff, tons of bells and whistles, but not just for the sake of bells and whistles, for the sake of musical substance. It all comes together in a beautiful way. Okay, here's one thing. Imagine Man, I'm sure you have an opinion on this, but between me and you, I had a friend today who got me into Caro Caro Bonito, and I'm actually kind of getting into it, all right? So, you know what? Do with that information what you will. Either tell me that I suck, which is fine, or tell me that, I don't know, I'm about to embark on one of the greatest musical journeys of the year, which is also cool. In fact, I'd prefer that to the other one. Hello, Dad. I'm talking with people about music and stuff while also eating paper, which is...
The peoples?
Yeah. Well, this is the last piece. Cheers. My dad can't stand to watch me eat paper. He hates it. I mean, if I saw my son slowly killing himself, I'd take a guilty pleasure peek, but I wouldn't watch too hard. There's live footage of them covering a Death Grip song. Yeah, as there should be. I mean, it seems kind of like a no-brainer, because the producers who produced their albums, they're making very, very happy-go-lucky pop songs, but I do think they have the potential to make absolutely demented bangers, given their skills and the assets, the musical assets they have on hand. So it's very well produced. It's definitely a style that I'm not familiar with, but the production is absolutely bonkers. And on that very middle of the road note, I'm gonna drink my last little piece of paper. Damn it. Okay, that was day 446. I'll see you on the next by the way. And aside from that note, stay alive. Did I say that already? And do good. All right, be good.